videos. It will be cut when we're done, cutting all the VODs in the coming days, so you can check this out. But actually, they're starting the grand final already between Pavel and Cypher. No more recap for you guys. We are about the present here at FACEIT, and the present right now is Pavel and Cypher getting it done on Blood Run. So right now we have a start which looks favourable for Cypher, although he has no rel and he has no lightning gun. So
he should get a lightning gun right now, I think. Pavel was trying to cut him off, but not quite.
Cypher tried to do a rocket jump but failed. He wanted to attack from high. He wanted to attack Pavel from high, but instead now he has to attack from low. Oh, takes a nasty grenade to the side of the head. Tries to harass Pavel. Oh, Pavel drops into the LG. Why did he do that?
Yeah, he misjudged his health and armor a little bit, I think. Just maybe 50 points off.
Just a little bit.
I mean that direct grenade hit, is
true.
It's kind of misleading, I guess.
That's a good point.
Maybe that was all he did.
And 1 minute into this one, and Cypher has yet to really assert himself as a dominant force on Blood Run, but he's got all the makings of a strong start up ahead of him that he's forging with his own two bare hands. Not hands of bears, but yeah. Anyway, Cypher is here now at this Mega. He's going to defend this. He's going to take it. And now this is the moment, really. He's got the Mega. He's got the cycle and all the items. If he just gets the red, secures this in time, he can just run all the items. And then basically move to like a typical situation on Blood Run where one player, the guy in control, is basically running all of the items. You get 1 yellow if you're lucky. And he's actually delaying the red, which is fair enough. I mean, he doesn't need it. Using rocket jumping around. That's really nice, actually. Stealing away all the armor possible. And Cypher not even gonna let Pavel get that yellow. And he's got timing on the plasma yellow. I wonder if he'll actually rocket jump to there. He is gonna do it, actually. Rocket jumps up. No, he jumps back for the double back. But Pavel is actually going to be there. And I like the double back, actually, because he doesn't want to commit to that plasma yellow, because then he risks exposing the Mega. So really nice play from Cypher there. And Pavel not being able to work with very much at all. And I really love how liberal Cypher is being with rocket jumps. He's got the stack to do it. He's earned the right to rocket jump.
Yeah, no, I mean, Pavel's about to get the second plasma yellow in a row, though, I think. So, yep, there he is. And so I mean, even though Cypher is being creative with that push at the stairs there, I feel like maybe he gave up the plasma yellow, and now now Pavel's only now actually they should have equal stack. So
yeah, that was definitely suboptimal. He played so well before that, but Pavel with his uncanny ability to make his way back in control. But look at the lightning gun; it's absolutely perfect from Cypher, but Pavel has some damage of his own to return. He does return. Indeed, Cypher now is looking pretty good. Oh, just misses the rail, which would have killed Pavel. But it's okay, because Pavel is more or less... Oh, okay. Not quite a mid-air rocket, but Pavel wasn't putting it in right there, the work in for that movie frag. But Cypher... I mean, Pavel, it didn't matter that he missed some of the shots. Cypher's running control so strongly that if Pavel's walking around, as long as he's got no armor, it's fine. Even if Cypher doesn't get the kill on the board, I guess. So another yellow for Cypher, eating all the armor like it's just like candy or something.
I wonder if Pavel made it with the rocket. Yeah, looks like he did.
And right now, only 1 Mega for Pavel, only 2 reds and 3 yellows. 13 yellows, 6 Megas, 6 reds for Cypher. Cypher, of course, having a great time of it. And the damage dealt between the players is actually somewhat even, so of course, Pavel comes away a lot worse there. You can see it in his stack. He's got only 25 armor and 100 health. He needs to try and find something, gets a few shards and then scuttles away as Cypher is prowling around the map. As you can see him trying to stalk his prey. Oh, he finds Pavel. Great read there. Oh, Pavel, did he just...
He tried to rocket jump, I think, across the doorway.
Ah, okay. Interesting. 2 to -1 now. Cypher looking super strong, going to make the rocket jump to intercept Pavel. Always a strong rocket jump to make. There's no reason not to do that. I mean, you could rocket jump to the red, but why not just cut off the distance if for a potential opponent, get a peek on the on the yellow. Great move to make. Cypher rocket jumps up. Again. You can really feel his presence on the map. He's got a kind of a stranglehold on Blood Run at the moment. Just really, oh my god. When do direct rockets connect like that? Just when does that happen?
Yeah, it comes with a lot of experience. You got to know exactly where people like to move when they see one rocket come.
Oh. He's hit by nasty damage from the grenades. He wanted to rocket jump up almost, but then the grenades actually made him a bit wary, because he would have done a rocket grenade jump, which would have been interesting, but he would have been probably quite dead on arrival. Pavel's not doing too badly, keeping the frag count somewhat low, but at the same time Pavel is not able to really string anything together. And look at that. I mean, Cypher can just comfortably leave Pavel alive. Just, okay, you know, whatever. Like, it's going to take you another minute now to build up anything at all, unless Cypher gives something away that's significant. And if he doesn't do that, if he just runs standard control, Pavel has just wait, you know, 1 or 2 minutes, maybe longer. If Cypher keeps dealing damage, that's how long Pavel has to wait, because he's playing the slow game right now. He's not playing the aggressive Matrox game, the aggressive evil game. He's playing the slow game. So he's going to come up to an important moment, I think it's fair to say, where he's going to be like, okay, I've got the stack, I've been working for this for ages, now I make the play. And Cypher is continually denying him, and actually he's on 17 health, and there we go, Cypher with a rail to the back, and will take down Pavel again. So Pavel is really not in this game right now.
No, I mean his strategy of kind of staying away and slowly building up doesn't really work against Cypher when Cypher's playing like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it works against a lot of players, but when, you know, someone's running everything and hitting all their shots, it's a different story.
How should you prefer to play against Cypher? What would you say is the best way, and why?
I don't know.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
You know, do the exact same thing maybe.
Yeah, I guess Evil would be someone with a good style to do that. I mean, his aggressive tendencies and his ability to deal this consistent damage, consistently high damage output would probably be something to throw Cypher off a little bit. And there is Pavel with some good connections there, some damage coming in, but 10 health remaining, and everything spawning for Cypher. There's the pickup, quite quick and clean. Got to say that this is looking like a very straightforward victory for Cypher on map 1 here for this grand final. Is he going to set the pace?
Vulnerable.
Whoa!
That was not a good dodge.
Oh my god.
Did we speak too soon?
Did we speak too soon? He's not got much time left. 2 minutes. It would be an incredible series of events for him to make this possible if he was trying to hope to bring this back. 6 frags on Blood Run in 2 minutes against Cypher. Really?
I mean, he could have hit that rail. That would have been 1 point.
He could have hit that rail. He needs to turn into Toxic.
He needs to pretend that Cypher is Demon.
Yeah. Oh, and he's missing stuff. This is not the...
Ooh.
Oh, God.
That's a shot. That's a shot combo right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is something where this is unrecoverable right now. I think it's fair to say Cypher's won this first map, and I think I've got the map list here somewhere. Yeah. So the next map is going to be Aerowalk. So Aerowalk between these two. I mean, of course, Pavel had some amazing games on Aerowalk before, and you know, in fact, even Pavel did pretty damn well against Demon on Aerowalk too. So clearly he's a menace to be faced on Aerowalk, but Cypher as well is just playing so good today that we might even see. I'm feeling like there's going to be a 3-0 right now. I feel like Cypher's on another level.
Yeah, I mean his playing, especially for the first 2/3 of this game, was just you know, a real powerhouse performance.
You know what? Actually, it reminded me of back when in the CPMA VQ3 days when Cypher like rose to prominence in Quake 3 really for the first time in like 2007, 2008. It reminded me a little bit of that, because he walks like he speeds around the map, like he just completely owns the place and just connects with everything, makes the most amazing reads. Everything is like that he does is just without any hesitation. It's always the right call. Like that was like some of his play here, and it really reminded me of the original Cypher run, Blood Run. So really nice to see that for sure. And Pavel is really good here. He's really, really good on Blood Run. So good result for for Cypher to win this first map of this grand final. And nice plasma coming in from Cypher there as well. But Airwalk we're going to move on to. It's a very, very different map. Both players have had stunning games on that map today. But what happens when you put Cypher and pavel together on Airwalk? We're going to find out momentarily as we move on to that map. And good games are exchanged. 7-2, the final score between the two players. I mean, again, there's not much to comment about that, I guess. I mean, you pretty much said it, right? It's like he just showed some flawless play in the first 5-6 minutes. And for Pavel, it was just too much to really recover, especially like you were saying, Pavel's trying to play a slow game. And it wasn't working. He was just digging more and more of a hole for himself. He needed to take risks against someone of the caliber of Cypher, and he just wasn't doing so. So here we go. We have, let them know we're ready, on Airwalk between Cypher and Pavel. This is map number 2 of the grand final of the FACEIT Winter Season finale for Quake Live. Here we go. Why don't you take us away?
All right.
Let's start.
We got a pretty fair start here because, you know, we got the mega red split. And this is an interesting rush. That I do not see very often in this map. That is not part of the starting book that I know. Yeah, so I mean, if Cypher plays this right, he should not let Pavel get a lightning gun before the next mega. He might even be able to get this. Oh wait, I guess he'll give it away here, but he might get a kill quickly. And yeah, I mean the yellow is still up, so he should get a quick kill here. And then get the major items. Oh, why did he switch away from Shaft?
Yeah, that's really, really weird. It doesn't make any sense at all to do that. It's so weird how you can criticize someone like Cypher sometimes, but like it's clearly the correct weapon choice to go with Shaft there. It's consistent damage against a player mid-range who's low. That's Shaft. That is nothing but that, and he had it. So very strange, but he's going on the aggression here against Pavel. Pavel trying to deal some damage, but somehow Cypher evading. It really felt like he could have taken way more damage there, and in fact he does live to fight yet another day on Airwalk here, as we have the Mega and the Red up there. Mega in 5 seconds. Cypher's in great shape, hitting a lot of damage. Pavel hitting the rails, but he's just getting eaten away by the LG consistently. Every time he goes for the angles there for the rails, he's eating lightning gun damage. And great rails. This is looking pretty strong.
Yeah. And he's not even sinking the yellow yet. He hasn't even touched it.
He hasn't even touched it. God damn it. It's even. Oh, I just got taken. Okay. Pavel at least has that to play with. Mega Comet is the next item to be concerned about. And Pavel could land some good damage here with some spam, a little bit here and there, as Cypher's armors do tick down. And Pavel repositioning himself onto the Mega. He even wins it. Great repositioning from Pavel. Like a ninja, he just drops down silently from the LG, moves his way over there. I didn't even notice from Cypher's fault that he moved there, and I think the same for Cypher. That's really crazy that he could do that. He stole it. Cypher did loads of damage, but that's really impressive play from Pavel.
Another good rocket.
Fighting around the corners here, and they're cutting.
I mean, he took no damage in that fight whatsoever.
Yeah, it's despicable, really.
Pure rocket melee.
Disgusting battling skills from Cypher. They're so proficient. All the grenades cascading down the stairs. There is some rockets, and Pavel is actually doing a lot of damage there, way more than he should have done. And
Cypher has the whole map to himself, though, so he can back up and replenish, but
vacuum clean everything, and he does just that. And he's just using the LG like so well. Like, I mean, it's such a big advantage for him, and he's really exploiting it, really abusing it massively, because Pavel does not have it in a lot of these situations. Look again, just use LG because Pavel, he has rail. So if he's close enough, if he's in LG range, Cypher's happy to be like, okay, you know, I won't even rail you. I'll just have consistent damage. If you miss a shot, you're screwed. Oh god, getting destroyed just before the Mega spawns as well. 9-0 now. This is looking almost embarrassing for Pavel. Oh, just missing the follow-up rail. Cypher with another one though to save the day. Cypher is doing really, really well. This guy is so impressive, man. When he's on form, he's such a joy to watch. Absolutely love watching him when he's on form. And this is like what Pavel did to, was it Twister previously? And Pavel's just like, he started typing now. And no Michael Jackson moves for Pavel right now to save his ass. And instead it's, I'm pretty sure I could guess what he wrote just meant, but probably some kind of expletive, some cussing in his language. So Cypher, like his head is completely out of this one now.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say. Cypher has systematically just pulled apart the mental components of Pavel's game and just scrambled them up and just spat them out, as Pavel now is without any options to get back in this one. It's only 4 minutes in and he's been broken by Cypher already, but maybe he's going to give this another run, take a second breath of fresh air and go, okay, I can do this. I can take down Cypher, I can come back 14 kills. And we see the rocket jump across, Pavel getting onto that red armor there as Cypher drops down and takes away the Mega. So he falls back onto better positioning repeatedly with the better positions, with the better situations and decisions. Cypher just, you know, what can you say? So yeah, Cypher's got some decent control, and his damage output, he's got over 1,000 more damage. I think the use of LG is the most interesting thing here for me.
Far, I think he's constantly getting situations where he does uncontested LG damage.
Yeah,
it's making a huge difference. And just uncontested damage in general, I gotta say. Rockets too.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he started pulling out LG there for the vertical.
Now why is he doing that? Just trying to show off?
He could just be using LG there. I mean, it's pretty good there as well. But we'll see what happens. Oh, that was direct. And there's the forfeit from Pavel. That's 2 maps for Cypher. Cypher is on an absolute warpath. The guy is he's just a beast. He's just raw talent, this guy. When he hits his stride, he's just ridiculous. Like, that was just a mess. He's made a mess of Pavel. And he's not going to clean it up.
No, we need to see Pavel step it up now, I think. Yeah,
it's match point for Cypher. He has to step it up. And I hope maybe he needs take a moment to really relax and as I check. Oh well, we'll see what map it is going to be now.
Furious Heights.
Furious Heights. All right, so Pavel has got an opportunity to maybe play a little bit slower, and because right now Pavel is definitely not winning the aim battle. He's definitely not winning the fighting, but maybe, just maybe, he can win some kind of the brain game or something.
I don't know. I mean, he's not winning the positioning battle. Like a lot of those fights were not even about aim. They were just about, you know, random shots around corners, random easy shaft streams. And yeah, we're starting.
Here we go. Pavel versus Cypher. It's match point for the Belarusian Cypher. Can he manage to just 3-0 whitewash Pavel, the Russian of 102? It remains to be seen here. Pavel has to do something to hopefully regain his composure, get some equanimity in there. As he's got a good, okay start. It's no crazy start. We've got a simple, straightforward start. Cypher is above the red positioning. Everything's super standard. Great little rail coming out from Pavel there to give himself some opportunities to, you know, make a good, strong contestation, and that is impressive.
That's exactly what he needed.
But then Cypher just hits like 2 perfect rockets afterwards. Just ridiculous.
It's a good spawn though for Pavel. He should get this Mega.
It's so outrageous to me how much damage Cypher managed to do after such a perfect opening engagement from Pavel. And he gets the Mega, but the rails back to back. Oh god, it's so difficult to deal with. It's difficult to watch. It's like Cypher has no right to be doing the things that he's doing. I mean, that's how it feels. But let's see if Pavel can, you know, weather the storm that is Cypher. If he can make it through to daylight and survive long enough to create something for himself instead of having everything that he builds just get, you know, be demolished by Cypher systematically and repeatedly as Pavel creeps around the upper areas here.
It's interesting. Cypher's not even going for that open yellow. He's lurking somewhere else. Oh, it looks like Pavel gave it the red.
But Pavel did get the Mega yellow in instead, so he can make a big fight here. It's probably in his interest to try and create a fight. Although I don't know how, from what I've seen so far, I don't know how he's going to take a fight with Cypher. It just all feels intimidating to me, even as a spectator. I'm trying to think, how can he fight Cypher? Cypher's always fighting on his own terms. Again, this is Cypher fighting on his own terms. He can leave whenever he wants. For Pavel, it's much harder for him to leave easily. And now Pavel's coming from the lower angles. And Cypher, let's see if he can... nice little rocket jump across. And so controlled from Cypher. Really great movement around to really minimize damage. And he's so calm. Here is Pavel though. Is he going to make the drop? He does make the drop. And here is the red coming up very soon. Who's going to get it mid-fight? Looks like it's going to be Cypher. Takes a bit of rocket damage, but it's fine. And Pavel is the one in trouble. So he's going to get out of there with just a little bit of health and armor remaining. And still just a 1 frag difference. And in fact, it's a 1 frag difference in favor of Pavel. And like we've been bigging up Cypher, but actually Pavel's winning.
I mean, it felt like Cypher was winning just because Pavel was running away with him when he had no armor.
I agree completely. But look at, again, it feels like Cypher's winning, like moves like that. Just, I mean, okay, Pavel is a little bit low. He's going to drop for the Mega. So here we go. Cypher's got a Mega. He's got a 100 armor, 200 health, 100 armor against the 100 of Pavel. And they're both creeping around this corner. Here comes the fight. Great opening. Rocket just bounces Cypher straight up in the air. Dead straight up in the air. And that's going to delay Cypher from any aggression now.
Now this is an interesting place to hide.
Oh, and he gets the red armor and bounces Cypher around like a small infant.
He should get this, I think.
And can he? Oh, there it is. Okay. Using some LG work of his own, learning a thing or two from Cypher on the previous match. And, oh, this is so dangerous. Ooh. Cypher's very bold with the LG. I really like how he uses it to punish the railers at like the kind of max range. I really like that. And there comes Cypher again. It really looks like Cypher just isn't afraid of moving around Pavel. Like he seems insanely confident that if he moves around Pavel, even if he's got worse positioning, that he is going to return the damage. And Pavel may even feel a little bit intimidated in these situations. And here goes the drop from Pavel onto the red. The dive. Is it going to be good? He does get it. He does get the frag too. He's very low. Is Cypher going to go for a follow-up? He is kind of in the area, but there's quite a bit of health and armor left on Pavel. Oh my god, he's dealing, what the hell is he doing? He's dealing so much damage. 62 and 25 remaining for Pavel. And here comes Cypher again, aggressive. Oh my god, with the direct grenade and the plasma now. One plasma bolt will kill Pavel. What the hell? Like, he's just sprinting in, one grenade, pops it up, hits Pavel straight direct in the face, 18 health remaining, one bottle plasma to kill him, which changes everything. He gets red, he gets yellow. It's just, that should go in the highlights as well. It's like a slow motion of that, a slow motion everything.
5-minute warning.
And Cypher now hit the 5-minute warning. And he's been slowly, I mean, this is really interesting because he's been slowly, systematically, like bringing himself, like, these plays that really testing Pavel. And Pavel's just barely living each time.
Yeah, I mean,
just barely.
It feels like Cypher's been the aggressor for most of the match, even while on, low health.
So how long can Cypher keep it up? That's really the question here. How long can Cypher... Oh, sorry, how long can Pavel keep up the defense of Cypher? Because that's really what I want to see. And right now, here comes Cypher once again onto Pavel. And Pavel is trying to defend. He's got less health and armor. He's got to retreat. And, he's going to manage to survive. He's got 4 frag victory. That's, the 4 frag lead rather, and the 4 frag lead is quite the commodity that he has. One of the advantages he has, it means it's a kind of a call to action for Cypher. He's got to bring it back. That's his purpose right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at what Cypher's trying to do right now. This is a great situation to battle with Shaft. Really high damage ratio there. Probably 2-to-1 for him. And there, that's another one. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. Yeah. Indeed. And Cypher is actually starting to get the kills. But this doesn't look good for him. He's got to get himself out of there. He's trying. Gets a little help from Pavel there. They're pushing. That LG really going to help him a little bit to escape. But he's got to be careful. You can tell he doesn't want this fight. I mean, there's so many fights. It's so rare that he's backed away from a fight in this game so far. He's taken so many fights with Pavel, but that was the first one where he's like, really, he was just like, nope, I just don't want to fight here, and I'm going to try and back away. I want to recover and fight back on my own terms once again. Let's see if he can find something on his own terms. The Mega is up, and there's no Pavel to be found.
No trap.
Pavel 50 armor, 3 minutes remaining as well. 100 armor now on Pavel, so let's see if Pavel can do the Cosmonaut magic to get himself back into this game. With 3 minutes remaining, it's really the pressure that starts to pile on top of his shoulders. is he has to hold on to this lead. Normally you'd say, okay, the pressure's piling on Cypher's shoulders, but you know, it's match point for Cypher. And so everything comes down to this with Pavel. He cannot make a mistake. He cannot let Cypher manhandle him anymore. He has to say no. He has to stop the unstoppable force.
Jeez.
Cypher building his stack and just consistently getting his opponent lower and lower until the breeze itself will just kill him. And Pavel, 88 points of health, 20 points of armor. There's another rail again. Oh god, if he had just left the rail out, he could have gotten the frag there. Oh, there's the drop. That, you know what? That read,
yeah,
that was like, to me, that's like the most obvious read. Yeah, and that's the funny thing, like, with good players, they know what the most obvious read is.
No, but I mean, Pavel is so paralyzed right now that he's afraid to do the non-obvious thing. I mean, the last time he was in the lightning room, he just stayed there as long as he possibly could until Cypher committed to one direction.
I love it. And that's one frag now, and Cypher, he's like a predator. He really feels like a predator moving around at the moment. He's just like trying to hunt some Pavel. And because it's like you know, Cypher's a lion, and you know, he's in the jungle right now, and Pavel's this like scared little animal trying to survive. And like everything is Cypher's world. He controls everything. It's almost how it feels. The way he runs around the map at such speed, such pace, where he takes fights so confidently. Here he goes with another drop, trying to find Pavel once again. Pavel, he's still got the lead. Pavel can still do this. He can still make this a victory for him to force us to another map. But so far, this has been a really intense and very interesting Furious Heights, and I've been enjoying it. But there's still 1 minute left to go, and it's just one frag in it. Oh, Cypher spots him. It's perfect LG onto Pavel. Pavel just closing off the angle just in time to survive. 1 minute warning. 30 armor remaining. Pavel's in trouble.
And can Cypher guess which route he'll take?
Oh, great rockets from Pavel, but he's stuck on the jump pad.
That is not.
Oh my god. He is not happy about that in this tied game, and now he's going to get caught out in the open. He's got no weapons but a rocket launcher, but can he pull it off? Can Pavel make it happen with the rockets? Can the Cosmonaut prove his nickname justice? No, Cypher's going to rail him down. The plasma comes out. Oh my god, he ties up the game with the plasma spawn, and now the Mega's actually up. He can take it, and he does just that. It's just going to go to an overtime, I'm afraid.
Probably not the worst thing Pavel feared.
Yeah, this is really getting really interesting right now. Here comes the LG onto LG, Cypher onto Pavel. Oh, moments, seconds before the overtime possibility. Pavel gets caught trapped with his back against the wall, and that will be 6-5 in a quick 3-0 sweep from Cypher. But man, he was just really, today he looked amazing, really amazing. Like, completely different to how we've seen him in previous weeks.
Did these games, the last few, feel different from the finals of a typical Sunday Cup?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the semi-finals and the finals here, really awesome, really awesome. People, I think especially Cypher. Like typically, I think Cypher doesn't really get as motivated behind most like the normal weekly cups. But this one, he was Cypher. He brought out Cypher today. Cypher was here with Cypher, so that's really awesome to see. But congratulations to Pavel, because Pavel, you know, he made such a good showing. He really, I mean, I don't think many people expected him to make the finals. There were so many other candidates. Right. You know, you have Demon, you have Kula, you have Evil. You know, the main candidates. But he made it. He made it through. So props to him, and congratulations once again to Cypher. And is there anything you want to say about these matches?
Well, I like to say thank you to the players who participated and gave us a great show today. And then we have some Facebook winners to announce.
Yeah, announce it. You can announce it. You are the guest.
All right, okay.
You can announce the winners of our competition.
Okay, the Facebook giveaway winners are Jimmy Pie, Vil Lettinen, and Andrei Kovacs.
Congratulations, guys. You can play some Quake Live with the premium, get access to that premium content for 1 month. Awesome stuff. And remember, guys, if you like our content, to hit us up on FACEIT on Twitter. You can also find us on FACEIT.com, which is our YouTube channel for our video content, if you like the top 5s and so on. We upload stuff there. Of course, follow us on Twitch. Buttons around there somewhere. Follow us on Twitch, and make sure you visit our Facebook page. Not channel, that's for YouTube, the channel bit, which is FACEIT Community, and you can also check out the FACEIT store there with our Legends Cup shirts with Kula's face on them, and other Legends Cup, you know, motifs and so on, which is really nice. You can check all that stuff out. You can also go to FACEIT.com to register, get yourself involved in some Quake Live action, and of course QuakeLive.com to play Quake. Why not? So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the winter season finale. Once again, congratulations to Cypher for the immaculate performance that he displayed. He really deserved to win this grand final. Absolute class from the Belarusian. And is there anything you want to say before we close this out and probably play the Hirosh top 5 video repeatedly?
No, I mean, thank you for the opportunity to watch the games together and cast them. And yeah, hope to be playing soon.
I think we can say that CZM defeated jet lag and I defeated laryngitis. we got through this. It's 8-hour cast. We did it. Yeah. So thanks again, guys, for watching. We love you, and we'll see you next week for some more Quake action.